Number 5, just draw. You will be amazed at the amount of artists who freeze before even putting down their first few marks. A tip I can give is to not think about the outcome of your drawing. Don't think that this could be your best drawing you have ever produced. Don't allow negative thoughts about your drawing ability to dwell in your mind. Don't compare your drawings to the artist next to you or the pro on the other side of the room. You have to be in the present moment. You have to still your mind and without expectation, begin making marks on the paper. Yes, you can take a moment to consider what it is you want to capture, and you should, and how you will go about it. A little bit of planning ahead can work wonders for your artwork. But limit yourself to 1 minute of thinking, especially if it is a short pose. The most important thing for you to do after a few seconds of consideration for the subject that is in front of you is to take action with deliberate marks on the canvas or on paper. If you don't know where to start with the head or whatever you find most interesting about the pose or model. Number 6, stay focused. There will be many moments during a drawing process where your mind can be distracted by your own thoughts or something in the room other than drawing and the model. Pay attention to when your mind drifts away and then consciously bring it right back. Do this as many times as necessary, as during longer poses and periods of concentration, your mind will want to wander. But if you are not fully focused right now on making that deliberate mark and mixing the right colours, you are likely to waste time, make mistakes, and draw and paint on autopilot. To learn and improve faster, we need to be able to fully concentrate for longer. I get the insights and aha moments when I am focused in the present with the task at hand. If I'm listening to a podcast or music with lyrics, personally I find this much more distracting versus drawing and painting in silence or with some kind of instrumental music. Experiment and find what works for you. I find working in silence at times to be greatly beneficial, as the only other distraction can be my own thinking, and I have more control of noticing that and then redirecting my attention. Number 7. Ignore the others in the room, but pay attention to any mention of how much time is left so that you can adjust and decide on a course of action. It can be very easy to get distracted in a room full of people who are moving and making different noises. But you have to practice ignoring what the other artists are up to as much as possible, so that you can continue to concentrate and focus on your own work. Just hold your attention on the model, your drawing, materials, and the marks you are making. But you should also try to keep an eye out for the organizer of the session if he or she will call out how many minutes are left, because you can get so absorbed in your own artwork that you will lose all sense of time. Being aware that there is 5 to 10 or even 1 minute left can enable you to make last-minute decisive decisions on your drawing or painting. You will have to quickly decide what is most important to you in those final moments of the session. Number 8. Hold your breath, but also breathe. I noticed that at certain points where I had to really keep my hand as still as possible to paint in tiny details such as the iris and the eye, I would have to momentarily hold my breath. I also noticed that I would do this when trying to make very accurate brushstrokes without realizing. But it is essential to be conscious and deliberate that you are breathing properly during such a session. Taking regular, deep and slow breaths will help to keep you calm, grounded, and the extra oxygen to your brain will help your ability to produce better artwork. At least, that is what I have found. Number 9. Take a step back, pause and reflect. Getting caught up on all of the fine details of your artwork, especially too early, can lead to wasted time making big corrections later on. Start with the big shapes first, and slowly work your way into the smaller details after you've first set up an accurate foundation and as you progress. Remember to literally take steps back away from your drawing or painting and the canvas. This will give you a new perspective on your artwork and will help you to gradually build up all of the pieces together. By moving away from your canvas, you will also more easily discover mistakes that need to be corrected. Number 10. Stay fully present in the moment, avoiding distractions. I already touched on this, but to me it is such an important factor for creating your best work. So many distractions can take you away from producing your very best work. I advise you to turn off your phone, or at least have it on airplane mode with music only, and preferably without any lyrics. And don't engage in conversation or comment on somebody else's comments in the room while the drawing session is going on. The painting process is also a form of active meditation. You have to be able to control your thoughts and your mind and direct your attention onto what you are observing, calculating the distances between the shapes, noticing patterns, contours, being aware of anatomy, colour and light relationships, and your own materials and how you respond and direct your marks. You want to be as deliberate and as accurate as possible for the best results. I hope some of these tips help. Please do let me know in the comments if you'd like me to make future videos like this. Until next time, thank you for watching.